Hello students, welcome. Here we are going to study some applications of trigonometry and the questions based on this concept. So we have done this chapter that was mostly numerical based chapter, not much of theory. We will do some questions based on CBSE pattern. So the first question is of 2 marks. It says a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope. So this is a 20-meter long rope and the circus artist is climbing from here this rope, which is tightly stretched. So there is no slack here, and tied from the top of a vertical pole, this is a pole, to the ground. BC is the ground. Find the height of the pole, of this pole, if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree. Okay students. So we have given this 20-meter hypotenuse, this 30 degree angle is given. We have to find this perpendicular. So we know that tan of, instead of tan we will use here sine, because we want perpendicular here and hypotenuse is given. So sine of 30 degree is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which is 20. So we will say that perpendicular is equal to 20 into sine 30, and what is sine 30 students? That is half. So this will become 10. So you can say that the pole is at the height of 10 meter from the ground, students. Okay. So this was a straightforward question. Let us come to the next question, which is also of 2 marks. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower, let us suppose this is a tower and its top is here, from a point on the ground. So this is the ground and there is a point on this ground. From this point, the angle of elevation of this top of the tower is given as, which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. This point is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. So if you have to understand, this is the tower, this is the ground, and that is the point from which we are taking the angle of elevation, is 30 degree. So angle of elevation is 30 degree. You have to find the height of the tower. So here what we will use? Here perpendicular has to be obtained, this height, base is given and this angle is given. So you will use tan 30 degree. Tan 30 degree is equal to perpendicular, that is the height of the tower, upon base, that is 30 meter. So perpendicular will come out to be 30 into tan 30. And what is tan 30 students? That is 1 by root 3. So this can also be simplified as 10 into 3 by root 3, which is 10 root 3 meter. So we will say that the height of the tower is 10 root 3 meter, students. So this was also a not too difficult question. Another question is, a contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in park. For the children below the age of 5 years, she prefers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meter. So this is the top of the slide and this is the slide. This top is at the height of 1.5 meter and is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the ground. So this is inclined at 30 degree to the ground. So this is the figure. This is the slide. This is the top distance of the slide. This is the angle of elevation of the slide. Whereas for elder children, she wants to have a steep slide at a height of 3 meter. For elder children, there is a greater height of the top of the slide, that is 3 meter, and inclined at an angle of 60 degree. It is inclined at 60 degree with the ground. And you have to find what should be the length of the slide in each case. What should be the length for the slide of the smaller children and for the elder children. So we have to find hypotenuse here and here also. Perpendicular is given and this angle is given. So perpendicular hypotenuse means sine 30. So sine 30 degree is equal to perpendicular 1.5 by hypotenuse, which we have to find. So hypotenuse becomes 1.5 divided by sine 30, and what is sine 30 we used? That is half. So this will become 3 meter. So the younger children will use a slide of length 30 meter. What about elder children? That is sine of 60 degree is equal to perpendicular 3 meter upon hypotenuse. This is h dash suppose. So h dash will be equal to 3 by sine 60. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. This can be simplified. 2 will go above. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 2 root 3. So we will say that the elder children will use a slide of the length 2 root 3 meter. Okay students? Fine. So these were 3 questions of less marks, 2 marks only. Now we will move to the next question, which is of 4 marks. Fourth question. The angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degree and angle elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60 degree. So, there is a tower and there is a building. The angle of elevation of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degree and the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60 degree. So, this is the tower, this is the building. Building is relatively smaller, tower is relatively greater in size. So, angle of elevation of the tower is 60 degree from the foot of the building and angle of elevation of the top of the building is 30 degree from the foot of the tower. So, this is the foot of the tower, this is the foot of the building, this is the top of the tower, this is top of the building. If the tower is 50 meter high, find the height of the building. Now, the tower is given that it is of the height 50 meters. So, you have to find the height of the building. So, let us take this point as P, this is Q, this is R, this is S. If we take triangle PRQ, in triangle PRQ, which is a right angle triangle, we say that tan 60 degree is equal to the perpendicular QR, which is 50 meter, upon base PQ, which implies that PQ is equal to 50 upon tan 60. You remember what is tan 60? That is root 3. So, 50 by root 3 meter. Now, we know the distance between foot of the building and the tower. Next, we will find taking the triangle SPQ. So, if you take triangle SPQ, what will happen? We again tan 30 degree is taken, that is equal to perpendicular PS upon the base PQ, which we obtained as 50 by root 3 students. Now, PS is equal to 50 by root 3 into tan 30. What is tan 30? 1 by root 3. So, this will become 50 by 3 meters. So, we can say that the height of the building PS is 50 by 3 meters, student. Okay. So, with this we move on to the next question. This was a 4 marks question. A TV tower stands vertically, this is a TV tower, on a bank of a canal. From a point on the other bank directly opposite the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. So, this is a point opposite to the canal. This is a canal which is flowing in between B and C. From here, angle of elevation of the TV tower top is 60 degree. From another point 20 meter away from this point. So, from here we go 20 meter further away. So, from here the angle of elevation they are saying is 30 degree. Point joining the point to the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degree. Find the height of the tower and the width of the canal. So, this is the width of the canal and this is the height of the tower. So, what we will do, let us suppose that the height of the tower is y and let us suppose that width of the canal is x. Now, we will take this triangle ACB. If we take triangle ACB, here we will apply tan. So, tan 60 degree is equal to perpendicular y by base x, which implies y is equal to x into tan 60, which is root 3. This is one equation. Let us come to another equation. We take triangle ADB. Triangle ADB, when we take here, this is 30 degree. So, tan 30 is equal to perpendicular, which is this AB, which is y, upon base. Base is B2D. So, this is 20 plus x. This is the base. So, here it will become y is equal to 20 plus x into tan 30 is 1 by root 3, like this. This is another equation in y and x. Now, the question comes of solving these two equations. So, we will take y is equal to root 3x and put it here. The equation will become root 3x, here putting this y as root 3x. This root 3 will multiply here. So, one more root 3 is equal to 20 plus x. So, this will give you 3x is equal to 20 plus x. This implies 3x minus x is 2x is equal to 20. So, x is equal to 10. If x is equal to 10, therefore, y is equal to 10 root 3, that is root 3 into x. So, 10 root 3 meter. So, we say that x is 10 meter and y is 10 root 3 meter. What does it mean? That the width of the canal x is 10 meter and the height of the TV tower y is 10 root 3 meter. So, we have found x and y, students. Now, let us come to the next question, which is also of 4 marks, that is the 6th question. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. So, there is a 1.5 meter tall boy, let us suppose this is the boy, and he is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. So, this is 1.5, this is 30, this is more shorter, we are not drawing to the scale. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. So, earlier the person may be here, that is of 1.5. Here he was seeing the top of the building at an angle of elevation that was 30 degree. Now, that same person walked towards the building, and here when he is seeing, eye is at the head of the person, is seeing is at 60 degree. This is what we are having, this is the eye of the person, this is also the person when he was standing earlier. Now, he moved here and he is standing here, the angle of elevation is 60 degree. Find the distance he walked towards the building. So, this is the floor and this is the distance they want, that the distance that the person has walked towards the building. So, suppose this distance is d, what we will do? We will take this value as x, though we do not have to find it, but you will use it. So, if you take this triangle, let us take this triangle first. This point is A, this is B, this is C and this is D. So, if you take triangle ACD, first take triangle ACD, in this triangle ACD, tan 60 degree is 30, not 30, because 1.5 meter is the height of the boy and 30 meter is the height of the building. So, this whole is 30. If we take AD, that is 30 minus 1.5, that is 28.5. So, we take height as 28.5 of the building from the eye of the person, and angle is 60 degree. So, tan 60 degree. So, we say that tan 60 degree is this height AD upon this base CD, which is equal to x. So, we come out with the result that x is equal to 28.5 upon tan 60, which is root 3. Now, after knowing x, let us come to triangle ABD. So, if we take triangle ABD, what will happen? Here tan 30 degree is equal to perpendicular, which is actually this length, which is again 28.5 upon this length. So, this is d plus x. So, d plus x and x we already obtained 28.5 by root 3 students. So, with this let us continue the calculation. Let us multiply here. So, d plus 28.5 by root 3 on the left hand side, tan 30 we will divide to 28.5. So, tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So, this will become 1 by root 3, which will become 28.5 root 3. So, we can find d here. So, therefore, d is equal to, this is on the right hand side, 28.5 root 3 minus 28.5 by root 3. We take LCM, 28.5 is common, root 3 into root 3 is 3, 3 minus 1, 2, 2 by root 3. Now, this will become 57 upon root 3. This can also be written as 19 into 3, that will become 19 root 3. This meter is the distance which the boy has walked towards the building. 19 into root 3 meter is the distance that the boy has walked towards the building, students. Okay? Now, let us come to the 7th question, which is the last question of 4 marks. Then we will come to 6 mark questions. A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. So, there is a pedestal. So, the pedestal itself has some height, and on that there is a statue, and a statue is 1.6 meter tall. So, from here to here is a statue, from here to here is pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree. So, this is the ground where pedestal is kept. The angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 60 degree from the point on the ground. And from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. From the same point, if we see this top of the pedestal, this is at an angle of 45 degree, students. Find the height of the pedestal. This height we have to find. This height from here to here, and from here to here it is already given 1.6 meter. So, again we take one more variable here, this distance as x. Now, what we will do? We will take this smaller triangle, right angle triangle. Here this angle is 45 degree. So we will apply tan 45 degree is equal to perpendicular, which is h, upon base, which is x. So here tan 45 is 1 is equal to h by x. So we find h is equal to x. Though from diagram it doesn't seem so, so we have drawn rough diagram here. H is equal to x, which we get. Now let us take bigger triangle P and this triangle. So here angle is 60. So tan 60 degree is equal to perpendicular is this h plus 1.6. So we will take h plus 1.6. Base is x, which is same as h. So we will write as h only. So what will happen next? Tan 60 degree is root 3. So this will become root 3 into h. On the right hand side, h plus 1.6 we will have. Next we have to find now h. So this will become h common, root 3 minus 1 is equal to 1.6. So h is equal to 1.6 by root 3 minus 1. This can be simplified. Let us multiply by root 3 plus 1 in the numerator and in the denominator. So it will, in the denominator it will become 2. So this will be 0.8 into root 3 plus 1 meter. So this is the height of the pedestal which we get here. So we have to first draw the diagram according to the given condition, and then we can easily find by calculation using trigonometry. This question is of 6 marks. It says a 1.2 meter tall girl, so she is a girl 1.2 meter tall, spots a balloon moving with the wind in a horizontal line at a height of 88.2 meter. So this balloon is at a height of 88.2 meter, and the girl here, which is tall 1.2 meter, is seeing this balloon. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eyes of the girl at any instant is 60 degree. Initially the balloon was here, so angle of elevation was 60 degree. After some time the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. So balloon moves horizontally here, angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. Find the distance travelled by the balloon during the interval. So this distance they are asking, which is equal to actually this distance which they are asking. We are taking the length dimension of the balloon negligible. So this distance we have to find. What do? We first take this triangle you can see here. This triangle has an angle of elevation 30 degree, and this height is 88.2 minus 1.2, which is the height of the girl. So this height from here to here is not 88.2 but 88.2 minus 1.2, that will become 87 meter. So this perpendicular is 87, this angle is 30 degree. So first we will take tan 30 degree is equal to this height 87 upon the base B. So base B means the distance of this girl from here. This implies that B is equal to 87 by tan 30, which is 1 by root 3. So this will become root 3. B is equal to 87 root 3 meter. Now we take this triangle, another triangle, from this girl to this balloon till here. This angle is 60 degree. So tan 60 degree is equal to, height is again same because the balloon is moving horizontally, 87 by base. Now base is this one, let us call it as B dash. So this distance we took as B, and this distance we took as B dash. So these are the two distance. So B dash will come out to be 87 by tan 60, which is 87 by root 3. Tan 60 is root 3. This is another value. What we have to find is actually this distance. The balloon has moved. So this is actually B minus B dash. The distance which we want is B minus B dash, which means B is 87 root 3 and B dash is actually 87 by root 3. So we can do one thing, do the LCM and find the answer. So LCM will be root 3 itself, 87 will be common, this will become root 3 into root 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. So 14, 1 carry 16, 17, 174 upon root 3. That can also be written like this, that's 3 into 3, 5, 15 and 3, 8, 24. So 3 into 58 upon root 3, or we can say 58 root 3 meter. So the balloon has travelled for 58 root 3 meter, students, when the angle of elevation has changed from 30 degree to 60 degree. Now let us take another question, 9th question of 6 marks. A straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. A man standing at the top of the tower observes a car at an angle of depression of 30 degree. which is approaching the foot of the tower with a uniform speed. 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car is found to be 60 degree. Find the time taken for the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point. So we have a tower here, we have a person standing here who is seeing a car here which is approaching this tower, obviously foot of the tower. Now after 6 seconds, the car has reached here. Earlier the angle of elevation, or we can say the angle of depression for the person was, earlier this was 30 degree. That means angle of elevation from the car to the person is 30 degree. Later on this angle became 60 degree, angle of depression of the car after 6 seconds. So this angle is now 60 degree. So angle of elevation here is actually angle of depression for the person, and angle of elevation here is angle of depression for the person. So car has moved from A point to B point. This is the foot of the tower, and this is the person which is standing on the top of the tower. Now we have to find the time taken to reach from this point to the foot of the tower. So since we are considering this distance CBF in terms of time, let us suppose the time taken is t. So the speed of the car is x. This is the speed of the car. So can we say that this distance which the person has travelled in 6 seconds is actually this time into this speed, that is 6x, as distance is equal to speed into time. Similarly, the distance travelled from here to the foot of the tower with the same speed will take x into t time, x into t distance, a t time is there and x is the speed. So we know this distance, we know this distance. Let us take this triangle. Let us suppose this height is y, which is actually given to us, I think. No, it is not given to us. No problem. This height is h, which we have. Now we take this triangle. In this triangle, tan of 60 degree is equal to perpendicular h upon base xt. So we know tan 60 is root 3. So h is equal to root 3 into x into t. This is the one equation which we get. Let us take this another triangle. Here tan 30 degree is equal to perpendicular, which is h, upon base, which is 6x plus xt. So 6x plus xt we get. This implies, since tan 30 is 1 by root 3, 6 plus t into x on the left hand side is equal to root 3h. Right, students? So this is what we get here. Now we know that h is root 3xt. So what we can do, 6 plus t into x is equal to h is root 3xt, right here root 3xt. So we have used this equation, and in this equation we substituted h as root 3xt. So what do we get next? Since we say x cancels, this becomes 6 plus t is equal to root 3 into root 3, 3t. So this will give you 6 is equal to 2t, which implies that t is equal to 6 by 2, that is 3 seconds. Now the car will take 3 seconds to reach from this point to the foot of the tower. Okay, students? So we had the variable h, x and t, but finally we got the value of t as x gets cancelled. Now let us come to the last question of 6 marks. From the top of a 7-meter high building, so this is a 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree. So there is a cable tower like this, and the angle of elevation of the top of the cable tower is 60 degree from here. So this is the angle from the top of the building to the top of the cable tower, angle of elevation. This is building, this is tower, this is the top of the tower, this is the top of the building. And the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. From the same point on the top of the building, the angle of depression of the foot of the tower is 45 degree. Determine the height of the tower. And one more thing is given, this height of the building is given as 7 meter. So we have to find the height of the tower, this height. Okay, students? So what we take, since this angle is 45, this is also 45. First we take this triangle. In this triangle, tan 45 is equal to perpendicular, which is 7 meter, by base, which is suppose x. So x will come out to be equal to 7 as tan 45 degree is 1. So x is equal to 7. Now let us take the triangle, this one. In this triangle, this length is same as this length x, which is 7. So this will also be 7. We take tan 60 degree. So tan 60 degree is perpendicular, which is this length perpendicular upon base, which is x. So perpendicular comes out to be tan 60 is root 3x, and x is 7. So this will be 7 root 3. So we get perpendicular is equal to 7 root 3. And this left part of the tower is actually equal to 7 meter. That is the height of the building. So we take this as 7 from here to here. So the total length of the tower, which we have to find, height of the tower finally becomes equal to, we add 7 to the value 7 root 3 and we get 7 into root 3 plus 1 meter. So these were some of the questions which involved application of trigonometry, and we have to understand angle of elevation, depression and all these terms. Thank you, students.